Hey now, can you whip it? Shush. Skibidi-doo. Well, hello, boys and girls. Welcome to the show. It's Untethered Live on a Friday night, and I'm your host, Jake Johnson. And tonight we're going to enter our password over and 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 over again until your brain leaks out of your ear, drips down onto your shoulder, and screams for help. And then we're going to do it again. How are you? How's your week? Everything's fantastic. Lovely. Kevin Cox, you get the gold star tonight. How are you, sir? Nice to see you, my friend. Amanda says, Kev, here's your gold star. And Amanda says, hi, chat. Good to see you all. How you doing? Happy Friday. I'm so ready for the weekend. I hope everyone had a great week. Hi, Jake. How are you tonight? Passwordy. And Amanda says, password. Smiley. This is my night. I decided to clean my Mac out. And the Clean My Mac app wants to have my password every time it makes a change. And I haven't cleaned my Mac in a while. So there's thousands of, cache little scripts and things that are no longer necessary that need to be taken off the machine. But every single move, it wants me to put in my password over and over and over and over and over and over and over. I'm up to about 600 times already. I may be here for the rest of the weekend. Amanda says, like, subscribe, share, support, join, and super chats are available in the chat box if you would like to show some love. That would be much appreciated. I appreciate you for thinking of it. Tonight's episode is brought to you by this here hot cup of coffee. Don't you want to have a cup of coffee with me and talk about your password entries? If so, go to the kitchen and pour yourselves a nice hot cupper and let's get this conversation rolling. If you don't have a cup, you can get one in the description below. I recommend the first one. It has my face on it. It's fantastic. Also, super chats are available. Thank you. Justin Hip, welcome to the show. He says, which ear? Whichever ear you want. Left ear. I'll play. Kevin says, I'm doing good. Good to hear, Kev. And Amanda says, hi, Justin. Welcome to the show. Justin Hip. And what if I want it just in the rear? What? What'd he say? I think he lost his mind. He's losing his voice. He might as well. That's all right. How's everybody doing? It's a lovely Friday afternoon for a chill stream to relax and get to know each other a little better and, listen to some music or whatever it is you want to talk about. I'm down. Amanda says, wet. Wet. You watch your mouth. Don't make me get the Ajax. It's been raining most of the day. That kind of wet. I got you. You watch your mouth. This is a lovely cup of coffee. Just what I needed. That and a line of cocaine about that long, but we won't complain. We'll get through the day. That's how it works. How are you, Justin? Welcome to the show. Which ear would you prefer? And what are you talking about? It's been a good day. Getting closer and closer to the goal. And those of you that are in the know, you know what the goal is. Right on the edge. I'm beginning. I'm on the edge. We have a Facebook page also, so don't forget about that. That is Untethered Live Family. Go check that out. Get to know everybody. Keep up with all things Untethered Live Universe. Also, there's a link pinned in the top of the chat there. That is my album. If you would like to have it, it's yours. Go download it for free. All I ask that you do in return is share it with someone. Let somebody else hear it. It's that easy. But you click that link or click the 3 dots if you're on a phone and click the blue link that comes up after it. And Bob's your uncle. You got an album for free. A lot of hard work went into that album, so I hope you enjoy it. A little bit later on, I'll play an excerpt from it. Closer to a couple of goals, yeah. Patty, hey, how are you? She says, hello, my friends. And hello, Amanda. Amanda says, hi, Patty, Turkey Smiley. I'm so glad you guys are here. I've had a day. I've been printing long sleeve cotton t-shirts all day long. From start to finish, nothing but shirts. You like this shirt? Thank you. This was a gift from a good friend of mine. And it's lovely. I love it. It's got a guitar on it. And a skull. All things that I like. And lightning bolts. And what is that? The Enterprise? I don't know what that is. Looks like the Enterprise. What's up, Aaron? Good to see you, buddy. Aaron says, me too. Yes, I appreciate gifts, by the way. So I will wear them. Amanda says, and it says rock. It does. You thought it said something else, didn't you? Aaron says, hey, Amanda. It's a thing. Oh, I got me a new toy. Also a gift. You see what that is? That's going to go into action Monday. It's not the Enterprise, it's speakers. Oh, it looked like the Enterprise. I'm looking at it through a camera backwards. Give me a break. Ooh, a new vape. Nice mod. Thank you. That's a very high dollar one, too. It's made out of tungsten. And it runs on lithium. I think everything does nowadays, but that's beside the point. It's very high dollar. And it was free. And so was the juice that comes with it. I don't think everybody can get it for free, but I can. It wasn't exactly free. I got to fix an amp, but it was a nice gesture anyway. LOL, or it needs a rubber for the tank. It doesn't need any rubbers. I got a whole bag full of those things. What are you talking about? Patty says, I hear that's what Asheville is sitting on. Rubber? I think they're sitting on a disaster right now. I don't think Asheville is there anymore, actually. Not O-rings, are protecting rubber for the outside of the tank. I just won't bang it around. Oh, lithium. Asheville's sitting on lithium? I didn't know that. Maybe. If they are, maybe we wouldn't have to get it from Africa. Elon, quartz, and lithium. You know that quartz can produce an electrical charge by squeezing it? Did you know that? That's why all watches have a piece of quartz in it. Because the vibration of your movement squeezes it a little bit, ever so slightly, and it charges the battery. That's what it's for. Supposedly. Amanda says, it's all good anyway. I got a pack of rubbers. I bet you do, you little hoe. I bet you got a whole drawer full of them. Actually, it's silicone rubbers. I got it. Kinetic energy, says Aaron. That's right. Kinetic energy, absolutely. And that's what those little quartz crystals do. And you can store information on a quartz crystal too. They haven't actually done that, but they're working on it. They've done it in laboratories, but they don't have any products that do that yet. But they're working on it. One of these days, we'll be able to put information into crystals. Some people think that's what their crystal skull is. It's a memory bank. I don't believe it. I think it's a cleverly disguised hoax, but a very nice one. What do you think about crystal skulls? They're like, it's magical. We found it in the jungle. I'm like, you can see the tool marks. No, it came from outer space. No, you can see where they chiseled it. No, it's from outer space. Okay. Somebody made it in the 1800s. But they didn't have the technology to do that back then. Have you seen the pyramids? Yes, they did. Wing Wong, what's up, buddy? It's morning where I'm from, and good morning, sir. Good morning, Wing Wong. Welcome to the show. LOL, Jake, you're a mess, says Amanda. I am. Amanda says, smash that like button, everybody. There's 12 people, but only 6 likes. That math don't add up. Since we're talking about science, get the science in. We need 13 likes. Amanda says, hi, Wing Wong. Wing Wong. Wing Wong around the woses. Four and a walk at a wabbit. How are you, sir? Aaron says, I liked it. Thank you very much. We need all the likes we can get. We're trying to grow. Can't grow if people don't show. We need showers, not growers. Damn algorithms. Yep, those algorithms are causing me a pain in the butt. Every time I play my guitar, I get copyright claimed. Even if I just play a very short period of the song, just enough for you to recognize it, I get copyright claimed. So I got to stop doing that. Garrett Hayes says, Caitlyn Jenner, smash or pass. Well, I don't bang dudes, so I'm sure she would agree. Welcome, Garrett. Aaron says, if you wing wong, they won't answer the phone, and you might get something wrong. Well, you know what they say, 2 wongs don't make a white. Sorry. That was my racist joke of the evening. I hope you enjoyed. Amanda says, Garrett, hi and welcome. And there's no comma after Caitlyn. That's her first name. It would be Jenner, comma, Caitlyn. Actually, her first name is Bruce, but we won't get into all that. Because I don't like Wheaties. Wheaties. You got it. I'm feeling a little hyperbole tonight. Dallas, welcome. He says, you're an eye man. I'm an eye man? Thank you. I prefer asses, though, but I like eyes, too. Amanda says, Aaron, right? Hi, Dallas. You're an eye man. Tried marijuana, says Garrett. Did you like it? See how that works? Me thinks Garrett's here to troll a little bit. Garrett, how about introducing yourself? That might work better. You might actually stay a little longer if you say hi. Couldn't get marijuana out of the needle. That's not how the joke goes, Garrett. It's, hey, Mom, you said I could talk to you about anything, right? Well, today at school I tried Coke for the first time. What? Yes, ma'am. It was wonderful, except for the fizz kept tickling my nose. See how that works? That's right, Aaron. You tell him.
VJ, now I lay me down to sleep.
That's my theme song.
Pray the Lord my soul to keep. If I die before I wake.
VJ.
VJ,
I've been a good dog.
friend, right through it all.
Put little kibbles and bits in my bowl. Say it loud, say it proud.
If I die before I wake.
VJ. All right now. Garrett says a buddy of mine said water down with moonshine. I tried snorting it, and the sticks and stems gave me a nosebleed. All right. Amanda says, feed Jake. That's right, feed Jake. There's a super chat button right there. If you want to drastically waste my time, at least return the favor. 1987. Damn, says Dallas. Has it been that long since that song came out? Wow. Aaron says something. I don't know what that is. Is that Johnny Five is alive in a costume? I can't tell. I don't know what that is. Is that a mailbox? Is that somebody in mid mailing something? I can't tell. Lights are too bright. All I can see is a blue dot. 1987. It's a guy drinking Kool-Aid. I see. Drink the Kool-Aid. I got it. All right. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, yeah. It's a face pouring a drink into their mouth. I got it. Thank you, Dallas. Oh, I see it. It's this way. I was looking at it the other way, trying to figure out what it was. I got it now. That's a weird perspective thingy. What do you guys want to talk about? I'm exhausted. Wing Wong says, I was in Texas last week. Y'all have no idea how bad the immigration situation is. So I went home and put the bag on the grill and caught the whole damn thing on fire. It was a waste of money. Interesting. Aaron says, I'm trying to see your background. Oh, you want to see the background? There you go. Intriguing, isn't it? It does something every few seconds. Trippy. That's cool. I need to learn how to make those, says Aaron. I just get mine off the internet. I don't make them. I just look for, animated backgrounds and look for the cool ones. I've got a few of them. This is one of my favorite ones, though, because it changes. It's not the same thing all the way through. So it's kind of cool. It changes colors, too. So I get the greens and the reds and the blues, the whites. So the background is never static. So I like that. And it's got a focal point right there. So it draws your eye right to my head. Amanda says, I like a lot of your backgrounds. Thank you, ma'am. Like this one? Or this one? I don't have the red hallway in here right now. But yeah, I like that one too. That's on my full screen. This is my latest one here. I got this one in honor of our friend Kevin Cox, because he's a peacock. And then there's this one. But we'll stick with that one. You like that one the best? The squares? Parisi squares, that's what I call it. It's a Star Trek reference. You'd have to watch Star Trek to know that. But if you like that one, I'll go with that one. Where'd it go? There it is. I like this one too. Dana, how are you, sweetheart? She says, I like the window with the raindrops as well as a background. Thank you. That's on my full screen also. I don't have that one in here. How are you? Resistance is futile. Exactly. Amanda says, yes, Dana, that one is peaceful. Yeah, I like it too. It has sound also. I can make it actually rain in here. I also have one that's it's outside and there's a tree with a fire built beside it and the fire crackles. I like that one, but everybody says it sounds like it's staticky because they hear the fire crackling and their brain doesn't tell them it's fire. But yeah, I like that one. How are you, Dana? How's your week been going? Good, I hope. Amanda says, yes, Aaron, we watched a Borg episode last night. The one with Hugh. Borg, or I think that's what it was called. It was a pretty good episode. Dana says, hi, Amanda, heart. My week was pretty busy, says Dana. Yeah, what all did you get up to this week? Mine was too. I'm working my little tail off. Borg 3 of 5, 3rd of 5, yes. Hugh. Aaron says, they have live ones too. I used the fish tank one from the Shed's aquarium. Yeah, I've got a fish aquarium one. I've got one that's kind of like under the ocean. It's not an aquarium, it's under the ocean. It's like zebrafish and like if you're snorkeling off of Hawaii or something like that. I was in Switzerland on a business trip. Oh, cool. Did you eat any Swiss cheese while you were there? Amanda says, nice, Dana. I hope you enjoyed your trip. I enjoyed it. I've never been to Switzerland, but I'd like to go. I hear it's pretty neutral there. And you can make a lot of money in banking there. Which is always a nice thing to have. Kevin, what have you been up to this week, buddy? I heard you was in a bad mood. And what can I do to assuage your ills? Bring you some peace of mind. Make you happy. I have been podcasting and working and playing. And podcasting and working and playing. And occasionally sleeping, but mostly working and playing and podcasting. All week long. It's been one right after another every day. I do like weeks like that, but it is tiring. I ain't 25 anymore. 26. Know what I mean? Amanda says, and now you got a busy weekend too. Yes, I do. Yep, this weekend I began reconstruction of my house. I had to finish putting the floor in. And that starts bright and early tomorrow morning. I am going to sleep a little between now and then, though. And put in my password a bunch more times. What about you? How many times have you had to put your password in this week? It's me says, yay, it's the weekend. Hey, it's me. What's going on, buddy? Amanda says, woohoo, get her done. Woohoo, get your butt up here and help me. Amanda says, hi, it's me. I'm only one man. It's me says, hi, Amanda. How art thou? Dana, we've been missing you. I hadn't seen you in so long. You don't call, you don't write. All I can do is imagine you laying over in a ditch somewhere. Amanda says, every time I wake up my computer, I got to type that password in. Typing. And you're trying to get here? Yeah, I know, me too. I finally figured out how much it was going to cost to get you here, though. All of it. No, I see Dana being a tough gal. Me too. But I was just saying what mamas say when you don't call in. Every penny. That's right. Dana says, why in a ditch? It's just something mothers say in the South. You know, when you stay out all night or something, your mother says, where have you been? I've been laying here all night thinking about you laying in a ditch dying somewhere. Worried to death. You got me worried sick. It's a Southern thing. Why not a ditch? Would you prefer to die in the street? Ditches are at least peaceful. You know I love you. I want only the best for you. This joke is going nowhere fast, so I'm going to bail. Bail! We have missed you this week, Dana, says Amanda. Yes, we have. I've been thinking about you every podcast. Where's Dana at? I talked to Walter and Linda this week, and we hung out a little bit. That's always nice. They might be in here tonight sometime or other. Amanda says, we've been lost without our fact checker, right? Yeah, I'm liable to say anything. I need somebody in here to keep me straight. Or to put the finishing touches on a random idea that I have, like dates and times and proper names and such. I watched a debate this weekend that had some fact checkers in it, and they were not very good at it. If you guys didn't check that out, you should. J.D. Vance made me proud. Dana says, I enjoyed the Swiss chocolate, my favorite, the best in the world in my opinion. I've never had Swiss chocolate. I mean, I've had chocolate that said Swiss on it, but something tells me that's American chocolate. Amanda says, nice, Dana. What did you have Swiss chocolate on? Was it like a topping or just chocolate in a bowl? I don't even know what Swiss chocolate is. How is it different than Persian chocolate? And what else do the Swiss have that's tasty? It seems like they would have good food. It's a chocolate bar. Oh, okay. Their fudge is excellent, says Aaron. Got it. Amanda says Dutch chocolate. Nice. So I'm guessing that's different than milk chocolate. It's kind of what we have over here, but I think that was a uniquely American thing. I think most people eat dark chocolate. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I don't really know. Meatballs, Jake, says Aaron. Meatballs. Those are awesome, but I would think that Italians would be better at that. That's kind of their thing. Like the French would be better at bread. Because every French movie you've ever seen and every American movie you've ever seen, if anybody's walking down the street with a grocery bag, they got a baguette sticking out of it. I always wondered why. I've never eaten a baguette. I've never even had the urge to buy one. Amanda says, I quit eating chocolate. I just eat massive amounts of peppermints now. Well, biochemically, sexual gratification is exactly the same as eating large quantities of chocolate. Biochemically speaking. Just so you know. The green ones. You like the green peppermints? I like the cinnamon peppermints, but they're hard to find. Just about all peppermints that are red or cherry or just peppermint. But I like the ones that have that cinnamon flavor. I like the cinnamon candy canes too. But oddly enough, since you brought it up, if you ever have gallbladder issues, I strongly recommend that you treat it with peppermint oil before you try to get surgery. Because I corrected a sick gallbladder that I had with peppermint oil. It did work. It worked immediately. So I highly recommend that. Amanda says, those green ones are wintergreen peppermints. And they are good too. Hard to find sometimes, right? It's because everybody likes them. They buy all them first. Aaron says, I found those at the dollar store, the cinnamon ones. Really? Every time I've ever been to the dollar store, all they got is the peppermint ones. They don't even have the cherry ones. Amanda says, the green ones are popular around Christmas time. Yeah, because they're, green. Like Christmas. Also, the greens is Aaron. The green ones. I wonder why they don't make yellow ones. I guess a banana-flavored peppermint wouldn't be very good. I'm going to have to check the dollar store, says Amanda. And that's the only place I shop. It's the dollar store. I don't even like to go to grocery stores. It's too expensive. The dollar store is too expensive sometimes. Maybe a lemon peppermint? Yuck. Lemon mint could work. It might. Dana says, I must be from a different planet because I don't like peppermint at all. Well, it is an acquired taste. I'll give you that. Kind of grows on you. I don't like mint, but I like peppermint all right. But like mint tea or mint candies or things like that, I don't care for that. Like the green mint. I don't mean wintergreen. I mean mint, like the leaf. Like a peppermint patty. I don't like that kind of mint. But I like our patty. Patty, what are you doing? Amanda says, right, Aaron? Aaron says, a honey cream peppermint would be great. Yeah, that would be. Speaking of cream, you guys eat Werther's? I like Werther's candies because I drink a lot of coffee and it seems to be apropos. If you've never had one, though, I recommend you buy some immediately and start with the ones that's got the creamy center. Those are awesome. Amanda says, I like Andy's chocolate. Those are delicious. Now, that's the kind of mint that I don't like. Andy's and peppermint patties are basically the same flavor. Amanda says, I like the ones with the creamy center. Yeah, me too. Aaron says, my favorite of those are the caramel chew ones. I don't like those because they get stuck in my teeth. I like the flavor of them. I just don't like eating them. What are those called? I think they're called cowtails. They're round, and they got a white center and a caramel outside. And the white center is like powdered sugar or something. It's real powdery. I love those. I grew up eating those things. I eat myself into an upset stomach eating those things. I don't know if, I'm not exactly sure what they're called, but I think they're called cowtails. I know they make them in a stick, and that's called a cowtail, but I'm talking about the round ones. But those are delicious. If you're a caramel connoisseur, I recommend you consume that caramel and connoisseur it. And fruit chews, I could come and go with fruit chews. I don't care much for that. Like fruit roll-ups and those little fruit-shaped chewy candies that aren't quite like gummy bears. Yeah, I don't care for those that much. No, I don't like Skittles at all. Skittles are a scam. They're all the same flavor. Don't like that. What it is, what's up? He says, what you hear, we have there or over there. Huh? What we have here, they have over there. I think that's what you're saying. Some of it. Some of it's completely, we don't have Swiss chocolate, so meh. Amanda says, hi, what it is, what's up? We don't have a Dana over here. We got one over there, though. And it's magnificent. Patty says, well, I'm gluing down my shower floor strips that are loose. Well, that's a thing. That's something you can do. Rachel, hello. How are you? Patty says, I think Amanda is the hostess with the hostess for you. I think you might be right. Lemonheads, you watch your mouth. Aaron says, peanut butter and jelly time. Amanda says, hi, Rachel. Nice, Aaron. Aaron says, lemon heads are nasty. They are nasty. But what are those called? I guess they're called Sour Patches. Is that what it is? The ones that are really bitter, but in a good way. I like those. Don't like Red Hots. They're too sticky. But I do like Mike and Ike's. And I know it's like eating wax, but they are delicious and addictive. Yeah, the Sour Patch ones. I like those all right. Make your eye go like that when you eat them. And Reese's Pieces. I like Reese's Pieces. You like Dots? Oh, that's gross. That's not even, that's right up there with Peeps. If you like Peeps, we can't be friends. Aaron says the green Mike and Ike's. I haven't had the green ones. I've had the red ones though, and I like those. What are the green ones? Is that like a lime flavor or something? Tearjerkers. ℂ𝕚𝕚𝕚, says Rachel. Yeah, tearjerkers. What's a tearjerker? I can't stand Peeps. Yuck. Mm-mm. No, we can't be friends if you like Peeps. Those are disgusting. That's like eating bacon-covered fried ice cream or something like that. It's just disgusting. It's too much. Kit Kats and M&Ms, says Rachel. I like both of those. But I like the big M&Ms. I don't like the little ones. Too much chocolate. It's like candy. Well, duh. Oh, candy apple. I see. Candy apple. Super sour jawbreakers, tear jerkers. Yeah, I can't do the jawbreakers that break my teeth. Those red fish are nasty too. I haven't had those either. Red fish. Are you talking about like the little crackers? The little fish-shaped crackers? The Swedish fish? Again, something tells me that's not Swedish. It could be, but I would say we probably made that up. We made pizza up and got away with it for 100 years. Amanda says they're gummies. Aaron says, yeah, those. Yeah. I don't like that kind of stuff. However, chicken biscuits are nice. Have you ever had chicken biscuits and cheese in a can? Cheez-Its. Rachel says it's not Swedish. I didn't think it was. Yeah, I told somebody one time that we made up pizza and they didn't believe me. If you go to Italy and try to order a pizza, you're not going to like what you get. They have pizza, but it ain't the pizza that we have. It's got vegetables on it, green vegetables, and no tomato sauce. Yuck. And I think it's got garlic on it, too. Squeezed cheese, yummy. Yeah. Squeezed cheese and chicken biscuits. A chicken biscuit is neither chicken nor biscuit, but it's delicious. And since we're on the subject and we got a few people from the Europe area, what's the deal with the crisps when they're clearly marked potato chips? Hey, there's my sister. Hey, Missy. Missy doll, Missy darling, Melissa love. How are you? She says, hi, Jake, and hi, everyone. Good to see you. Rachel says, they laughed at me when I was in China and tried to order fried rice. No one told me that Americans made that up, and it isn't really a Chinese thing, ℂ𝕗𝕣𝕗. I agree. We make up a lot of stuff, like the moon landing. Amanda says, I like Ritz crisps. When you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion fits? Putting on the Ritz crisp. What it is says, what about chicken chili? Chicken chili? I've had deer chili. I've never had chicken chili. I could see why that would be good, though. Melissa says, I'm good and I love you. I love you, too. How are you? How you been? What you been up to? What's going on? What's your social security number? Talk to me. Amanda says, hi, Missy. Love you, girl. Turkey smiley, heart exclamation point. And Rachel says, well, I embarrassed myself pretty good that trip, considering I fell up the Great Wall of China and face planted. Yep, I'd say that would do it. We made that up, too, by the way. You cannot see the Great Wall of China from space. Missy says, hi, Amanda. Love you, too. And Amanda says, Ritz Crisp is a baked cracker chip. I know what Ritz Crisps are. Rachel says, ancient steps are small, man. LOL. You considered they were built by giants. Isn't that ironic? Amanda says, LOL, Rachel. And what it is says, Cheech and Chong invented hair pieces, a.k.a. herpes. Herpes. Got it. Amanda says, LOL, what it is. Herpes. Do you have herpes? I like to mess with people when I'm at a bar. I'll be playing music, and I'll bend down and say, "Can I have a sip of your beer?" And they'll hand it to me, and I'll put it up to my lips, and I go, "You don't have herpes, do you?" They'll say, "No." And I'll take a big drink of it and hand it back to them and say, "You do now?" Amanda says, "You working hard, Missy doll?" She always works hard. Free drinks, says Amanda. Aaron says, "How was your gig, Mr. Jake?" It was good. We had a good show. Herpes. That's gross. I'm with you, Dana. Amanda says, "LOL, Dana." And Rachel says, "Bruh, you better pray they aren't a mad drunk. You asking for a fight." Me? No, they love it when I do things like that. I'm quite the entertaining sort. Sometimes I'm just tired. What it is says, "You do now." That's right. Dana says, "LOL." Missy says, "Nah, Amanda. Right now, my Elizabeth gave me a Nutella spoon." Yummy. Nutella on green apples is delicious, by the way. My sister turned me on to that. I recommend you try it. Missy says, "I got a Nutella spoon, so I'm good." Ew, Nutella, says Amanda. It's delicious under the right circumstances. Rachel says, ew. And Missy says, "Yes, Jay, it is." Yes, it is. That's blasphemy. I'm pretty sure it's in the Bible somewhere. Try it. You might like it. Nutella on a green apple. I'm telling you, it's a good flavor combination. I don't like Nutella either, but it's good in that circumstance. Something about the apple complements the flavor of the Nutella, and it works. I could give you a few things that you would be grossed out by that are actually very delicious. Like a mayonnaise and jelly sandwich, but it's got to be grape jelly. Mayonnaise and jelly. Same sandwich. Try it. You'll be surprised. Also, collard greens and ketchup. Trust me. Biscuits in your coffee. Delicious. Go down to Bojangles and get a biscuit. Break it up and put it in your coffee and drink the coffee and eat the biscuit with a spoon. It's delicious. Weird, but delicious. Amanda says, "I'm glad you're doing good, Missy doll." And Rachel says, "Nutella on an apple. Bleh. Try it. I promise you won't be disappointed. Have I ever steered you wrong yet?" Amanda says, "Right, Rachel, I agree." And Aaron says, "Jake is protected by the mustache." That's right. And don't you forget it either. I have a mustache that would make a Spaniard jealous. Amanda says, "LOL, Aaron. Peanut butter and banana sandwich." All right, Elvis. Melissa says, nope. On the mayo and jelly sandwich. Try it. I promise you'll like it. It's weird, but you'll like it. Chicken and waffles is another one that's a good flavor combination. Neither of those things go together, but they do. Rachel says, in Sweden, they put butter in their coffee. They swear it helps with memory. Yeah, I've seen people doing that, and I can't get behind it. I'm a coffee drinker. I don't want chunks in my coffee. But if you think about it, it takes a minute to get past that idea, but if you think about it, I put milk in my coffee, and that comes from a cow, too. You could put cheese in your coffee, and it would work also. Eating a hunk of cheese while drinking coffee and eating an olive behind it, that's a good flavor combination, too. Pineapple and mayonnaise and sandwich. Yep. Patty, I've seen that done before, too. Melissa says, but yes on the collards and ketchup. Oh, yeah. It's delicious. I don't eat collards any other way. unless it's got vinegar in it. Then I'll eat that. Mayonnaise and tomato sandwich. Tomato. You are not a bucktooth GMC pickup truck. Rachel says maybe it helps clog the arteries and thunder down under. I'm not sure about memory. Right? It's me says internment box candy, banana and peanut butter sandwiches. I've never had that. I've had the banana and peanut butter, but I like banana and mayonnaise better. And Melissa says, yes, ma'am, Miss Patty. Amanda says, right, it's me. What it is says, that's like asking a woman, you got any American? And she says no, and then says, do you want some in you? Do you got any American in you? Do you want some in you? Klaus Schwab wants us to eat the bugs. Eat the bugs. Eat the bugs on nothing and be happy. Yeah, Klaus Schwab can kiss my ass right where it looks like a fig. I don't like Klaus Schwab. If anybody has ever been a Bond villain, that's the guy. Amanda says, LOL, what it is. Yuck, olives. Olives are delicious under the right circumstances. Not very good by themselves. But if you use flavor combinations, you can get some interesting things happening. It's me says short-term memory. I forget. Ha ha ha. Aaron says, LOL, Amanda. Amanda is funny. Yep. Rachel says, what it is that supposed to be a pickup line? I refuse to use pickup lines unless I'm joking. Amanda says, I've got some Florida Grove pepper vinegar coming for you, Jake. Oh, yeah. You know the fastest way to a man's heart, don't you? Right through his rib cage. Rachel says, shell mac and cheese and ketchup is bussin'. I can see that. Hot sauce and collards. Yep. I can see that too. But I prefer vinegar in my collards and in my peas. Erwin Curtis, welcome to the show. He says, if I was Swedish, I would want to forget things like the band ABBA, LOL. Right? Yeah, I can see why you'd want to forget that, Erwin. Amanda says, yuck. How do you ruin mac and cheese like that, Rachel? Well, hey, to each his own. It might not be good to you, but to all things I say, especially when it's something you're not accustomed to, give it a chance. Put yourself outside of your comfort zone. You might discover something about yourself you didn't know. You never learn anything if you don't get out of your comfort zone at least once in a while. So always be willing to try something at least once. If you like it, you'll try it again. And if you really like it, you'll bottle it and sell that shit. And me personally, I'll eat anything that won't eat me first. And in some cases, I'll consider that. Rachel says, Erwin, ABBA. Ain't that bad. Jake likes ketchup on his eggs. I do not like ketchup on my eggs. I have eaten ketchup on my eggs, and it is a good flavor, but I don't care for it. I do like hot sauce on my eggs if it's in a sandwich. And lots of pepper. Like a lot. Rachel says, Amanda? Nah. Amanda, it's like pasta and tomatoes. Same concept. I love ketchup on eggs, too, with hash browns. I like ketchup on hash browns. Yes. Dana says, singing Klaus Schwab. Ha. Okay. You guys go check out that video. Amanda says, hi, Erwin. Welcome. Yeah, Erwin, introduce yourself. Who are you? Where are you from? What kind of things are you interested in? Other than ABBA, of course. It's me says, when I was married to my wife, I was French. Ha 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 ha. Well, it would have been weird if you were married to somebody else's wife. What it is, what about a mayonnaise and banana sandwich? Yeah, I like that better than I do the peanut butter. I like just regular old bananas, though. Amanda says, yes, what it is. Mac and cheese is just too good. I like baked mac and cheese. I don't like boiled mac and cheese. I like the casserole type. Well, it might just eat you first, says Amanda. I know. Aaron says, I can't do the bugs or the seafood. And the rest, probably. Yeah, nobody wants to eat bugs unless they're weird or hippies. But that's what the World Health Organization wants, is for everybody to stop eating meat and start eating bugs. Why they want that is beyond me. But they do. Why they think it's any of their business what I eat is beyond me. But they do. What it is says, what about just baked cheddar cheese on a cooking pan? I can see that too. I like sharp cheddar cheese. I just take a block of cheese and cut off a big hunk of it and just eat that. I like cheese right by itself. Patty says, there is a fruit salad with mayonnaise and fruit usually served at holidays. A cold. It's got noodles in it. I think I know what you're talking about. I've had that before. Runny yolk egg sandwich. Now you're talking. Yes, ma'am. On toast. I like my eggs runny. But I like the white cooked. So you got to be really good at taking it off at the right time. Eggs and Tabasco. Yes, sir. I like a hard fried egg sandwich. Fried hard with lots of pepper, some salt, and Tabasco sauce. Well, I actually like Texas Pete. I don't really like Tabasco. But I do like Texas Pete. Or Crystals or Louisiana. One of those. Or Red Rooster. That's a good one. Amanda says, ketchup on hash browns is good. Well, yeah, it's a potato, isn't it? Anything that's a potato, ketchup works for. Patty says, ketchup on hash browns, great. Yes. Erwin says, if I wanted to try something out of my comfort zone, I would slam my leg in a car door, LOL. Well, I've done that. And I know what that's like. It's called an experience, which is why you would want to try something out of your comfort zone, Erwin, because despite what some people think, they don't know everything. But it's always nice to try to know everything. So it's always good to experience something new, to culturize yourself. It's called expanding your palate. And slamming your leg in a car door is not in the topic of food, which is what we're discussing, which is why I said you should go outside of your comfort zone. Now, if you slam your egg sandwich in a car door, that would make sense. But it'd be weird. Patty says, I love ABBA. I love the ABBA. I ain't crazy about ABBA. I like ABBA proper, not ABBA prime. Hello from Indiana. Hey, Amy. Erwin says, me? I'm an Ohio native. Gen X. What's up, Erwin? I'm Gen X also. I'm an Ohio boy. I'm an Ohio boy. That's what I'm talking about. I forgot the song. Anyway, Amanda says, hi, Amy. Patty says, yummy. And Amanda says, baked mac and cheese is the best. Yes, it is. I love it. It's me says vinegar on spinach. WITN. You lost me there. I don't like spinach. I can eat raw spinach like in a salad, but I don't like cooked spinach at all. And I'll tell you why. Because when I was in kindergarten, they served spinach in the lunchroom, and I think it was bad, and it permeated the whole school with that smell of rotten spinach, and I still remember it to this day. I cannot eat spinach because of that event in kindergarten. It's me says bacon bits. Bacon bits goes good on just about anything. Yeah, I agree. Amy says mac and cheese with hot sauce. Very nice. Patty says Irwin from Vance County. Oh, okay. You know Irwin? Nice. Well, welcome, Irwin. We're glad to have you aboard. Consider subscribing and hit that like button. We got 13 people in chat. There's only 8 likes. Take a moment and hit that like button. Show the world we're doing a good thing here. Amanda says, I make my mac and cheese with 4 types of cheese. That's just overkill, isn't it? Amanda says, Aaron says, block cheese is excellent. The white cheddar. I like white cheddar, but I like sharp cheddar better. See what I did there? But I also like Colby Jack and Pepper Jack. Anything Jack, I like it. Patty says, yummy. It's me says, poached eggs on toast. Yummy. Yeah, I can get behind that. I'm not a big fan of poached eggs, but I can get in the mood for it, and I like that all right. Cream cheese bagel, says Amanda. Bread and fattening cheese. Just doesn't sound good to me. Then it would be a smashed egg sandwich, says Amanda. Right? Amy says, fried green tomatoes, sliced super thin, deep fried to a golden green. Yep, I could get behind that too. I like tomato sandwiches, so I'm pretty sure I'd like fried green tomato sandwiches. Be a little bit bitter. You know the ABBA I love. That's right, Patty. What's a poached egg? All right, you take a pot and put some water in it and boil it. When it reaches boiling, take your spoon and stir it up real fast, like that. And while you're stirring it, you crack the egg and drop it in the water and keep stirring it on the outside edge so the egg will spin in the center. And when it turns white, you take the spoon and pull it out. Let it dry off, drip dry, and then you put it on a piece of toast or wherever you're going to eat it. That's a poached egg. It's a little different than a hard-boiled egg because it's not quite done. You leave it runny on the inside. It's all in timing. It's when you pull it out that makes it a poached egg. So it's like a hard-boiled egg, but runny on the inside and no shell. What it is says chicken chili has chicken, green chili, hominy, white chili powder, cream cheese. If you had this served to blindfolded, you would think it was regular red chili. Okay. I don't care for hominy that much. I like mine with pinto beans. Or whatever. It might be field peas. But I think it's pinto beans. Whatever those big beans are. Big brown beans. Dana says they're very harmful substances for human consumption in the bugs. Only birds eating them have no problem with it. We are not birds. There is a dark agenda behind this. I would agree with that. I think there's always a dark agenda going on when it comes to the World Health Organization and the WEF, World Economic Forum. I think both of those and the UN and all those big societies that run everything, I think they're trying to push us towards something other than what we're actually doing, and I think it's probably not a good thing for us. So I would agree with you wholeheartedly, Dana. Amanda says, Aaron, a cracked egg boiled in water. I said that. Aaron says, oh, I thought it was when I stole one from a chicken. Poached egg. Yeah, all eggs are poached eggs. You don't have permission to eat that. Talk to the chicken. Patty says, nah, he is from Ohio, Vance County. All right. Well, welcome, Vance County. What it is says, what about mountain oysters, bull balls? No, sir. I can't get behind that. I don't eat any kind of balls. Amanda says, yuck, what it is. What it is says, hey, Jake. Hey, what it is. Good to see you, buddy. Amy says, a poached egg is an egg streamed. But how do you get it through the internet? Amanda says, no, 4 cheese mac and cheese is delicious and never overkill. Okay. It's me says, it's hard to say, but it's getting into the 30s. Electric blanket time. Is it really? Are you at 30 degrees already? It's getting cooler here for sure, but it hadn't reached that yet. Amanda says, you can never have too much cheese. Yes, you can. Patty says, tomato sandwiches. Oh, yeah. Yes. Salt and pepper, mayonnaise, tomatoes, bread. That's it. Delicious. That's a meal. Especially if it's a Georgia tomato, which are better than every other tomato. I think it has to do with the red clay. Or the kaolin. Something. They taste better from Georgia. They just do. Erwin Curtis says, anyone in here besides me not on cholesterol medication, LOL? Anyone in here besides you not on the caps lock, LOL? Yeah, I don't have high cholesterol, oddly enough. I'm sure it's coming, though. It seems that about my age is when that starts happening. So it wouldn't surprise me. Maggie says, good evening. Good evening, Maggie. Nice to see you. Amanda says, LOL, Erwin. Patty says, I'm not on cholesterol medicine. Aaron says, they have the weirdest grilled cheese combinations. Who is they? I must have missed one. I guess I didn't. Yep. I've never had a grilled cheese combination. Any grilled cheese I've ever had cheese on toast. That was it. Which is also delicious. Especially with a bowl of chicken chili. I like deer chili, though. I like my chili with deer in it. And sausages. Amanda says, hi, Maggie. Kidney beans. Thank you, Amanda. I knew it was something like that. Melissa says, kidney beans. Thank you. Thank you, Melissa. I knew it was something like that. I feel like I've had this conversation. Amanda says, yes, Missy. And Maggie says, they need to leave us alone. Who is they? Who are they? They who fly away? What it is says it's all about the timing. He said it he said in when you pull it out. Yep. He said in when you pull it out. You dirty old man. Amanda says, LOL, what it is, right? My eye. You dirty old woman. Amanda says, LOL, you'll be all right. I won't fatten you up too much. No, you will not. Nope, I don't even eat that much. I'm like a bird. Not a bird. I'm like a bird. It's me says, okay, I admit addiction to sugar. Oh, remember Christmas balls on Saturday Night Live? I remember digging a box. I'm not on high cholesterol meds, and my A1C is 53, says Amy. That's fantastic. I'm pretty sure I'm like at stroke levels, but I don't care. I'm that kind of fella. I'm just going to ride this bitch till the wheels fall off. I'm not going to be doing all that old man medicine stuff. Grilled ham and cheese with tomato soup. All but the tomato soup part. I can get behind that. I don't like tomato soup. I don't like split pea soup either. I'm not a big soup fan. If I had to have something liquid, it'd be a stew. I like stews. I like refrigerator stew. Do you know what that is? That's where you eat for a month, and whatever's left over in the refrigerator, you put it into a stew. Delicious. My mama was great at that. Aaron says, the World of Grilled Cheese, it's a restaurant. It has gourmet grilled cheeses. They have like 400. Really? I'm like, where's that at? We ought to all take a field trip and go to the World of Grilled Cheese. That sounds like a delicious outing. Maggie says, the people that you were talking about controlling us about what we eat. Oh, the World Economic Forum and the World Health Organization. Klaus Schwab is the WEF. The WHO is the ones that made all the rules about COVID. Amanda says, I learned it from you, Jake, being dirty. Well, it is true that I love a good innuendo, and I lean on it hard. Rock hard. I play my rock. Amy says, beans, the miracle fruit. The more you eat, the more you toot. I like beans. I don't toot when I eat beans. That's weird. That's never happened to me before. Literally everything else, but not beans. Amanda says, LOL, Amy. And Amanda says, refrigerator stew is yummy. Yes, it is. Delicious. And make spider bread when you make refrigerator stew. And what that is like cornbread, but it's thin. You make your cornbread, you mix up the cornmeal and water and salt, but you mix it thin, so it's soupy. Not too soupy, but soupy enough that you can get it to lay down on the bottom of an iron skillet and spread out and fry that up. And when you break it up and eat it, and it's crunchy, it's perfect. Spider bread and refrigerator soup. Missy, your brother's starving to death. Spider bread, refrigerator soup, please. Aaron says, FL. QR, your turn. Amanda says, down by you, Aaron. Amanda says, I'd be in heaven with all the grilled cheese. Right? Aaron says, they all over. But yes, I have one here. Oh, the restaurant, they are all over. Got it. I've never seen one. I don't think we have one here. The World of Grilled Cheese is what we're talking about. If anybody knows where one's at, let me know. Amanda says, I don't have any by me. It's me says, Reuben sandwiches are hard to beat. Is that the one that's got the, what's that called? Not horseradish. What's the other thing called? The, like shredded cabbage dipped in vinegar. What is that called? Sauerkraut. Is that the one with sauerkraut on it? I've never had a Reuben sandwich, I don't think. I bet I'd like it, though. Aaron says, I'll get the name and address of one and send it to you. All right. cast iron skillet, says Amanda. That's the only way I cook. I have a whole set of them. Melissa says, I know, Jake. Gotta have dinner together soon. You name the time and place, I'll come a-running. As long as it ain't on a podcast night. So Tuesdays and Thursdays. Aaron says, my mom cracked my dad in the head with a cast iron skillet. They're good for that, too. You watch your mouth at the table or you'll get wrapped upside the lips with a cast iron skillet. Trust me, I know. Why do you think I'm so well-mannered? And I have a flat face. Amanda says, Mama's birthday is coming soon. Dinner time, Jake and Missy. Yep, that's October 25th. Sauerkraut. Thank you, Aaron. Corned beef, cheese, and sauerkraut. It's me. I have eaten corned beef before, but it's not a thing that I typically eat. So I'm not familiar with the different ways you can use corned beef. I've eaten it right out of the can, but I've never eaten it on anything, so I don't know. On rye, I know I don't like rye bread. Tastes like it's rotten. Sauerkraut. Thank you, Amy. Melissa says, yes, ma'am, Amanda. And Aaron says, Amy the Spell Queen. Gotta spell it right. Being able to communicate is a valuable resource. Being good at communication can raise your level in society to that of one who can communicate. Amanda says, LOL, Aaron, Jake is the English professor. Well, I did study English in college, and I'm a pretty good writer. What it is says, cold barbecue, fried chicken, pizza. I like cold food. All right, now, slow your roll there, what it is. When you say barbecue, what do you mean exactly? Because it means something different in North Carolina than it does where you are. Dana says, Jake, check your phone. I sent you something. Oh, thank you very much. I hadn't found it yet. I'll turn the notifications back on so I'll hear when it happens. It hasn't happened yet. But thank you very much. Amanda says, I like cold fried chicken. Yes, that's very good. Chicken is always good, cold or hot. Amy says, corned beef, fried crispy in a pan, added to toast, and add a tomato, cheese, fried eggs, corned beef Benedict. Delicious. I'm going to have to try that. I do like corned beef. I just hadn't found anything to eat it on yet. It's not something I buy. You know what I mean? But if somebody else made it, I would eat it. Sure enough. Patty says, I had American literature, right? I was in English 1025 and creative writing, something like that. I can't remember now. That was a long time ago. Amanda says, thanks, Dana hon. Yes, thank you very much. Aaron says, oh, that's why Jake has so many words. I have words? Thank you. Amanda says, right, Aaron? Aaron says, I steal them. Anything that I make, you can have, buddy. It's my pleasure. Pickled okra says what it is. Ew. Pickled okra? I don't even like okra. That's not true. I will eat this slimy one. Amy says corned beef hash. Does that get you high? What is that? Amanda says sometimes he will say something to me and I have to go look it up to see what the hell he's talking about. LOL with his big words. And I try to dumb down my speech. Imagine that. Patty says I studied Emily Dickinson in depth. Well, it's a good reading to study. Melissa says, I love you, Jay and Amanda. I got to get up early. Good night, all. Well, we love you too, Melissa. Thank you for being here. Thanks for dropping by. And call me sometime. That phone works. And I love you. Sleep well. It's me says, I are gooder in English. Duh. Patty says, good night, Missy. Good to see you. Love you. Star Trek. Heart. Danny says, I got an email confirming that you got it, Jake. Where did you send it? So I know where to look. John Austin says, vote Trump. How about hello, John? You're in the right place. Come on in. It's me says, good night, Melissa. And Amanda says, hi, John. Welcome. It's me says, what is okra? What is okra? Okra is a vegetable, and it's shaped like a pod, and it's got seeds in it, and it's slimy when you cook it in peas. Or you can chop it up into little chunks and then fry it, and then it's disgusting, but you know. Amy says, absolutely voting Trump. Absolutely. And Missy says, good night, it's me. And Amanda says, it's a green vegetable, okra. Pickled pig's feet. I've had that before. I don't care for that kind of pork. I will eat pulled pork, but I don't care for the ears and the feet and the noses and all that. Amy says, okra is a good filler in soups. Yep. Oyster shots. You mean crack it and suck it down? PayPal. Okay, that may be why I hadn't got it yet. Let me look. So I get notifications from my card, but it might have went to the account. Yep. I got it. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. Amanda says, not Star Trek Spock. It's I love you in sign language. No, I love you in sign language is that is radical dude in Hawaii. Irwin says, wait. Oprah or okra is a green vegetable. Both. Amanda says, like, subscribe, share, support. Consider joining the channel and get yourself a J-tag and look sexy like everybody that has one. Or Super Chat if you want to show a little love. And also hit that Cash App, $ Jake Johnson Band, or PayPal at paypal.me/JakeJohnsonBand. Show some love. Thank you, Amanda. What about chitlins? No, I know what those are. You're not fooling me what it is. Although, there's a lot of Southerners that swear by those. I'm not one of them. Okra, Oprah. Ha ha ha. Okra, that's the person that gives away a car on a show all the time. Okra. Aaron says, I used to eat those. Yeah. Nope. I was fortunate enough to watch somebody making them, and that is the most disgusting thing you will ever smell in your life when they're being cooked. And I'm sure they taste lovely, but I know what they are. I know what was in them before they were in my plate. I'm not eating it. Amanda says, yuck, what it is. Those stink so bad and are nasty. That's because they're literally full of shit. Not anymore. My parents made me, right? Pig intestines. Yep. They didn't waste anything in the South. They even figured out a way to cook pig ears and noses and make food out of it. You go to Tennessee right now, Patty will tell you, you can buy a pig nose sandwich. Or pig ears, just gnaw on them. Beef brains taste very marrowish. I bet they do. I've had squirrel brains. I've never had beef brains. My granny taught me how to crack the head with a spoon. It tastes like it has the consistency of peanut butter. I can't remember what it tastes like, but I have eaten it before. I've cracked a many heads with a spoon. And then I grew up and realized what it was that I was eating. And I don't want it anymore. Amanda says, LOL, no, it's not. I love you. Radical. That's cowabunga. That's radical. That's cowabunga. Have you never seen the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? What's the matter with you? Don't argue with me. I know what I'm talking about. It's me says, is okra grown underground? I'm not really sure. I don't think so. I think they grow on a vine or a bush, rather. I'm not sure. I have seen them before, but I can't remember. Aaron says, beans and cornbread. That's right. And see, my idea of cornbread, what most people call fritters, is cornmeal dipped out with a tablespoon into hot grease and make these little spoon-shaped hunks of cornbread. That's what I like. A little salt. It's delicious. Other people say cornbread, and they mean something you cook in the oven that's like drywall. I don't want any of that. Crackling and everything. Although, that kind of cornbread is really good with butter beans, but nothing else. Amanda says, no, it's grown on a vine, it's me. I think it's a bush, but yeah. Amy says, okra is grown on a very large bushy plant. That's what I thought. Amanda says, Aaron fried cornbread. That's right. Oh, a bushy plant. Bushy. Aaron says, with cream corn in it. No, I don't like cream corn. I like whole kernel corn. I actually like corn on the cob, but if I have to eat corn that's off the cob, I prefer it to be whole kernel. I don't like cream corn because it looks too much like vomit. Poor man, poor ways. I hear you what it is. Me too. I'm really not that picky. Amanda says, I love cream corn, but Jake don't. Well, you can have all of it you want. I won't eat any of it, I promise. Patty says, I do not eat pork. I went through about 10 years where I didn't either. And then I realized that I had misinterpreted that part in the Bible that says you shouldn't eat pork. And when I come to the understanding of what it was actually talking about, I felt kind of silly for doing it, but I did go about 10 years without eating any pork at all. Now I limit the pork that I eat because it's still bad for you. But I do eat pork. I like pulled pork, and I like pork chops, and I like bacon and ham. That's it. Dana says, I don't even know what okra is. It's a vegetable. It's a slimy vegetable, and it has kind of a slimy taste. It doesn't really have a powerful taste until you fry it, and then it has a powerful taste. But it's good. It's an acquired thing. You can't just pick up okra and slurp it down. You got to kind of grow up with it or spend your time eating it, then you'll start liking it. It's me says, oh, I didn't know that, Amanda. Amy says, cream corn comes out whole kernel. Yeah, if you take whole kernel corn and put it in a blender and then add some puke to it, then you got cream corn. I like whole kernel sweet corn. That's what I like. No juice, just corn. Aaron says, put it in the cornbread and cook it. Oh, cream corn in the cornbread? I got you. I've heard about that before, but I'm just not into that. Amanda says, okra is shaped like a jalapeno almost. It's got kind of a curvy shape, yeah. It don't look anything like a jalapeno. It's got ridges, like a star. If you took a star and stretched it out to a point, that's what okra looks like. I read that one. Erwin Curtis says, brains. Who were you? Hannibal Lecter? Lecter? Yeah, nope, just Southern. The squirrel wasn't alive when I ate it. Aaron says, cowabunga, dude. Right. What it is says, that's why you're a little squirrely. I'm squirrely? I put a dash of sugar in my cornbread, says Amy Elizabeth. Do you do the oven cornbread or the fried cornbread? Patty says, I do too, Amy Elizabeth. Amy says, my dad used to cook weird stuff for us kids growing up when Mom worked night shift. That's because he didn't know how to cook. Was this a shoe? Yeah. Yeah. What it is says, what about pork skins? I like pork skins. That's not real pork, though. It's pork flavored, whatever those little pellets are. You know that pork skins comes in a pellet, right? Amanda says skins are good. You take these little pellets and you put it in hot grease and it puffs up into a pork skin. It's not actually pork, I don't think. Deep fried pork rinds. I think there might be a way you can make actual pork skins, but the ones you buy in the store come from a pellet. I don't know what a pork rind is because I didn't know that pigs had a rind, but that would be interesting. I have had pulled pork where the outer edges was crunchy. I guess that's pork skin. Patty says, they're earth cleaners. Pigs? Yes, they are. You are absolutely right about that. And you should not eat scavengers. That's a general rule. The rule is if it has fins and scales, or if it has hooves and chews the cud, you can eat it. Split hooves and chews the cud. You can eat it. Well, pigs do have a split hoof. They don't chew the cud, but they do have a split hoof, so they're halfway there. But they are scavengers, and you shouldn't eat scavengers because they clean the earth, and if you eat all the scavengers, the earth goes putrid because there's nothing there to clean it. I agree with you. That being said, bacon. I rest my case. Amy says, still eating bacon, right? And Amanda says, bacon, ham. I use ham in my beans. Patty says, pigs have no sweat glands to expel toxins. True. You should definitely wash your pig before you eat it. Pork ribs, chops, bacon, sausage. Almost the whole piggy, says Amy. Yep. Erwin says, the only pork I enjoy is Miss Piggy, LOL. Gross. So you're into fat girls. Got it. Patty said, sorry. Patty says, pigs will eat anything. They will eat anything. In fact, if you lay still long enough, they'll eat you. And Amanda says, Jake does not like mixing things. I like to make concoctions. Nope, I'm a one-at-a-time kind of guy. Amy says, I misspoke, I guess. I mean that if you eat creamed corn, it comes out the other end as whole kernel corn. Oh, I see. I'm pretty sure if you eat brickbats, it comes out whole kernel corn. I think it's a mystery. I think there's like a cosmic thing involved where somehow bits of corn get into your diet when you haven't even eaten any corn. You have like a corn factory. I'm pretty sure that's what the appendix is. It's just a husk of corn, and they just don't want to tell anybody because it's weird. I think that's how that works. I'm not sure. I could be wrong. Kind of like bottom feeders and water, says Patty. You are correct. I can't argue with you there. But again, my argument is bacon. The defense rests. What it is says, no damn sugar in cornbread. We call that cake. I hear you. I like salt in my cornbread, but I also like my cornbread fried, so. Amanda says, LOL, what it is. I feel the same way about cappuccino, what it is. If I wanted Kool-Aid, I'd have it. I ask for coffee. I don't want French vanilla in my coffee. I don't want weird things in my coffee. I want coffee, sugar, creamer. That's it. None of that flavored nonsense. Amy says, a dash of sugar makes it so sweet. Aaron says, I worked with a guy that saw a raccoon and hit it with a rock and then came to work with a big bowl of stew. No one talked about or took any when he offered. Raccoon is delicious. They wash their hands. I'm just kidding. I've never eaten a raccoon. I don't think. I may have when I was a kid. I did come from Georgia, and we did live way in Georgia, so it's possible. But I don't think I did. I know I had a raccoon at one point, but then he disappeared. So, second thought, maybe I did eat raccoon. Boiled peanuts. Salt peanuts. Salt peanuts. Here's the thing I want you to try. Go to the town and buy you a bag of dried peanuts. Come home and brew you a pot of coffee. A couple of pots. And let it sit there and get old. Like for an hour. Then take that old coffee, pour it in a pot, and boil your peanuts in that coffee. Best boiled peanuts you ever had. Try it. Dana says, there may come a day we all will be happy if we will find to eat anything what we don't like today in good times. I agree with that. And to that end, Dana, I would totally back you up and say beggars can't be choosers. And if somebody puts something in front of you, you eat it, whether you like it or not. You didn't come here because you liked it. You came here because you were invited. So I agree with that. And the reason I agree with that is because I have been hungry before. I have been poor before. I lived in a situation when I was a kid where if I didn't shoot it, I didn't eat it. So I understand that mentality. You eat what's in front of you. You don't have to like it. It just has to fill you up. That's it. So I agree with that. Amanda says, LOL, Aaron. And Aaron says, Amanda, why the peanuts smell like farts? I didn't know they did. Cabbage does, though. If you walk in a house, somebody cooking collards or cabbage, it smells like somebody farted. I don't know about peanuts. I always thought they smelled like boiled peanuts. Amy says, it's Friday night. I don't want doom and gloom. Celebrate God's bounty. Amen, amen, amen. Who's doom and gloom? What are we talking about? What it is says, what about buzzards? No, you don't eat buzzards. No, sir. They don't even have a way to leave their excrement. They have to vomit up what they eat. Yes. Amanda says, well, I don't know about all that, but they are delicious. I I assume you mean peanuts, not buzzards. It's me says soul food and southern food. You had me at soul food. That's what I grew up on. They are similar. Nothing so far has been beating mom's cooking. True. Well, soul food is southern food. They're not similar. They're exactly the same thing. Because that's where they got it from. The South. Amanda says, right, it's me. And Amy says, bacon, 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 bacon. Amy says, fat bottom girls, they make the rockin' world go round. Yeah, they do. It was a joke. Amanda says, LOL, Amy, it's me says. Corn doesn't digest completely. And apparently it stays there for a while, too, because I could not eat corn for a year, and magically there's a little kernel of corn there for some reason. I don't even know where that came from. Patty says, just a smidge. No sugar. Danny says, the temporary dietary law by God in Old Testament was lifted up after Noah landed on Mount Ararat. No more dietary restrictions. I agree with that. But also, and I'm talking about a specific place, referring to the part where the sheet comes down and unfolds and there's all manner of food on it. This was a vision. It was not a real event. And God said, eat. And the person there said, And I think it was Jacob, but it might have been somebody else. I can't remember. But he said it a second time, eat. I've given you this, eat. And he said, no, sir. Now, this is a guy directly disobeying God. Third time he says, eat. He says, look, I've never let those things pass my lips, and I'm not going to start today. I'm paraphrasing, but that was the conversation. The reason was what God was trying to show this guy, and not just with food, but with all things that God created. Nothing I created is bad. I created all things, and they're all good. That was the message behind that vision. And so that's what I originally, in my youth, interpreted as you shouldn't eat pork and other things. And that is the wrong way to look at that vision. There is places in the Bible, though, that do put down food restrictions for the Hebrews, for the Jews, not for everybody. There are GMO corn strains. Some are grown for fuel, and some can be made into plastic, says Amy. Yes, right here where I live, we have lots of cornfields that nobody ever eats. In fact, if you eat it, it'll give you a stomachache because they use that corn for other things. They do grow it, and they do harvest it, and sometimes they just bowl the whole thing over and start again. But you can't eat that corn. It's sweet corn, but it's not good for you. It's bad for you. So they have other things in it. So you are right about that. Amanda says coffee, sugar, creamer. No fruit in tea either. No, lemons and teas are two different trees, and I don't want them in the same glass. I like lemonade and I like tea, but I don't want them together. Amy Elizabeth says, those plastic food containers from the deli are made from corn. Really? I didn't know that. It's me says, I like big butts and I cannot lie. I hear you, it's me. Erwin says, any food we are talking about that are not going to make my ventricle slam shut. My left ventricle slam shut. LOL. Yes. There are plenty of foods we were talking about that will not hurt you cholesterol-wise. And those are the vegetable-ish ones and also eggs. Don't listen to your doctor if he tells you eggs will cause you to have high cholesterol. Eggs are very good for you. And also, cholesterol is necessary. It's there for a reason. There's another problem. That's what the cholesterol is responding to. In other words, cholesterol is not the problem. It's the answer to the problem. The body's answer to the problem. If you stop that, then it can't fix the thing it's trying to fix. Either way, it's bad for you. But Amanda says, LOL, Erwin. Patty says, Amy Elizabeth, Willie Nelson uses biofuel on his bus. He not only uses it, he makes it. He has places that make biofuel, and it's not 100% biofuel. It's like 30%. There's gas in it, but 30% of it, or diesel in it, but 30% of it is biofuel made by expended oil, like from restaurants. There's trucks that go around and clean out those traps at restaurants, and they take that burnt oil and they turn it into fuel. And it's very good. It works. What it is possum meat pie. Make sure it's not roadkill, right? I've had possum a couple times, but don't care for it. I've had rabbit a few times. Matter of fact, I was raised on eating rabbit, and it's very slim. It's very lean meat, and there's not a lot of fat in it at all. And it's very salty by itself. But it will keep you alive. Amanda says, yummy cooked cabbage. Blech. I do like cabbage occasionally. Patty says, got really quick on you, didn't Jake? Yes, got real quick. Amy says, slice up fresh cabbage, fry it in butter until it's soft, salt and pepper, yummy. That does sound good. Amanda says, yes, Amy, with bacon. Cabbage and bacon? I can see that. Colin Hill, what's up, buddy? I'm experiencing a toothache right now, Jake. Well, here's what you do. Take your shoe off, walk into the kitchen, find a door, stick your big toe in the door and slam it shut. And I promise your tooth will stop hurting immediately. Give you my word on it. Amy Elizabeth says, or Amanda, fry up cabbage in a bacon grease. That would be good too. Colin says, and I might need a root canal. A root canal. I think roots require soil. I might be wrong. Amanda says, hi, Colin, bummer. Well, if you need a root canal, you should get one. That'll take the pain away, and they can fill it, put a cap in your tooth and save the tooth. Amanda says, yes, absolutely, Amy. Aaron says, again, Colin. Colin says, nope, it's the same one. Amy says, toothache, whiskey, pliers, and a good friend. Cheaper than a dentist. Amen. I pulled all my teeth out. I used a fish hook and a fork. And I was doing it one night. My last tooth was right there in the middle. I looked like a vegetarian vampire. I had the fish hook wrapped around, and I had the fork wedged up in the tooth, and I was prying on it and pulling on it like I'm pulling your leg right now, and I could not get that thing to come loose to save my life. And then finally, it popped out, and I was free. No more teeth. Amanda says, he's always got issues, Aaron. Colin says, I still haven't had it done yet. Well, get it done, man. What are you waiting on? Aaron says, get cloves and chew one. It helps. But you need antibiotics for the infection. True. You can also sop it with Orajel and let it sit on the tooth, or a Goodie powder and let it sit on the tooth until it melts. That'll work too. I'm just a problem magnet, says Colin. Well, yeah, especially if you keep looking for them. It's Me says, they can drive cars using corn oil. Yep, that's what I'm talking about. Burnt corn oil makes biodiesel. It requires some other additives. It's not just corn oil. You can't just pour corn oil into your car. But it is flammable and it does work. Aaron says, positive thinking, Sir Colin. Positive thinking. That's right. Get up every day looking for the good things in the world. Don't dwell on the bad things. Bad things happen to everybody. You can overcome that. Take it in stride. Let it roll off your back. Put your mind on a goal and accomplish that goal, and you will get better faster. Amy says, I'm from Indiana. That's all we got is corn, beans, and basketball. And oddly enough, no Indians. Colin says, Amy, I'm too young for whiskey. Who said? She didn't mean drink it. She meant put it on the tooth. It's me, says Amy. Only time I drank whiskey was when I had a toothache, says It's Me. And Dana says that was Peter, and God told him in Acts 11:9, but the voice answered me again from heaven, what God has cleansed, you must not call unclean. That's right. Whatever I've made it, and it is good. I saw that it was good. It is not unclean. That's the idea behind that message, and thank you, Dana. Amy Elizabeth says, Colin, it was a joke. Never mind. Colin says, your chat's about to jump, Jake, and you'll get lost. And he was right. Oh, Mr. P gave me a $10 super chat, and he says, I miss y'all every day. I'm not able to enjoy the show. Aw. Well, thank you, Mr. P, and God bless you, sir. I appreciate the $10 super chat. There we go. Colin says, I learned in school today that corn makes E85 fuel. You learned that today, huh? That's interesting. Oddly enough, we're talking about it today. Mr. P says, hey, gang. What's up, John? Good to see you, buddy. How was your week? Amanda says, goody powder directly on the toothache works wonders. Yes, it does, but you got to let it melt. Let it stay there. I survived a very severe abscess that way. I was joking about pulling my teeth out with a hook and a fork, but I was in mid-swing with a ball-peen hammer when my mama snatched it out of my hands because my mouth had swollen shut and I could no longer put food in my mouth. And it hurt so bad that it felt like it would be less pain to bust them out with a hammer. So that's when they took me to the dentist. I guess it was time. That story's true. I believe somebody in this chat might have been there when that happened. Amanda says, hi, John. Speak of the devil. Patty says, we need that cholesterol from myelin sheath that is needed for the brain covering as well as nerve coverings. Yes, the idea that cholesterol is bad is not a good idea. That's wrong. Cholesterol has a function. It's there for a reason, as are all things. And it's there to protect you from the plaques that are in your bloodstream. However, if you remove that, guess what happens next? Stroke. What it is says pork chops, gravy made from the pork chop drippings, mashed potatoes, green beans, cooked with bacon, a good salad, steamed broccoli, and cornbread. That sounds like steamed broccoli and cornbread. That sounds like a good meal, what it is. Delicious. Patty says, prevents dementia, among other things. Amanda says, now you're talking what it is. Yes. Amy says, every piece of turtle tastes like a different animal. But hey, turtle comes in its own serving bowl. Or a hat. I love you, Amy. You are my kind of funny. I've worn that hat. And I've eaten from that bowl. And it all tastes like chicken, though. So does gator. So I'm told. I've never actually eaten gator, but everybody says it tastes like chicken. Amanda says, LOL, Amy. And Mr. P says, I was looking forward to being here with y'all this whole weekend, but work is in upheaval over this here soldier of Christ. Well, work is a necessary thing there, buddy. I have to do it every day, and I fully understand what you're talking about. But you gotta work. You gotta get up and go to work. I understand that. Mr. P says, don't take no shit from the whiners. So I fired him. You go, boy. Patty says, essential clove oil. Nice. I've never used clove oil. I use olive oil. Amanda says, you go, John. Make that money. Money, 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 money. Money. Amy says, Mr. P, I'm a whiner. I'm a winner, not a whiner. Just kidding. I don't drink. Nice. Dana says, hi, Mr. P, heart. Amy says, I'm a whiner, not a whiner. Could those be the minors? Yeah, they're like 13. Minors, not minors. $10 points to anybody can tell me what movie that came from. Aaron says, Patty, that's what I said. Chew cloves. It works and pulls off the infection. Nice. Mr. P says, hi, Dana, Hart, and Amanda, and Jake. I love this group. Heart, 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 heart. Well, we love you too, John. Thank you for being here, and thank you for the super chat. God bless you, sir. And thank you, Dana, for the super chat. God bless you, ma'am. And Amanda says, we miss you, John. And Dana says, heart, heart, exclamation point. That's an emphatic heart, in case you don't know. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? There it is. Amanda says, I had whiskey when I was a baby for teething and colic. Your mama got you drunk so you'd be quiet. That's what happened. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Indianapolis Indians. So I guess you do have Indians in Indiana. Although the word Indiana would suggest there are no Indians. I'm just kidding. And Mr. P with that $10 super chat, and we miss you too every day. And that is your 20th super chat on a live stream. Congratulations. And Amanda says, woohoo, thanks, John. You rock. Erwin says, we don't have Indians near me anymore either. Now we have Guardians, LOL. I'm feeling like this is a sports reference. And Amanda says, Mr. P, you the man, John. By the way, if you guys hadn't checked out our new Facebook page, it is Untethered Live Family, all one word, on Facebook. So facebook.com/UntetheredLive Family. Go check it out. Keep up with everybody. Get in touch. Let everybody know how you're feeling and how you're doing. And keep up with all things Untethered Live Universe right there on the brand new Untethered Live Family Facebook page. Say that 3 times fast. It's me says, I'm enjoying listening, but it's sleepy time. Shalom. Assalamu alaikum. It's me. God bless you and thank you for being here. And Maddie said, good night, it's me. And Colin says, Jake, when you get a root canal done, with your mouth swell up? Yeah, a little bit. Mostly it'll just drool a lot because you'll be numb because they'll put needles in your mouth and numb it up. And that'll last for about a day. And then it'll swell up. And Amanda says, yes, Colin, it's mouth surgery. But it's not really surgery. It's really just drilling. It's mouth mining. They'll drill out a core until they hit the nerve and pull it out. And then you'll have a hole in your tooth. And then they'll put silver iodine in it or something and patch it up. They drill and dig in your mouth, says Amanda. Colin says, for how long? Forever. It lasts about 10 minutes. Mr. P says, yes, your mouth will swell. It's actually surgery. It is actually, but it's more like mining. Stick with my metaphor. It's less scary. Also, picture the dentist naked. That helps. Especially if she's hot. Will you feel it? Yes. Will it hurt? No. But you will feel it. You'll feel pressure mostly. Because they're drilling into a bone. So yeah, you'll feel it. It won't hurt though, because they'll numb you up. You'll feel that first needle, and they'll put it in your jaw. And if he's a good dentist, he'll do this while he's sticking a needle in, and you'll never even feel it. If he's a bad dentist, he'll just ram the needle in your mouth, and that sucks. But after that first needle, you don't feel none of the rest of them. You just feel pressure. And that doesn't hurt. Irwin says, I popped a tooth out with a coat hanger. Hanger. And when the air hit the opening, woof. LOL. Yes, that's called an exposed nerve or a dry socket, and those are painful. They are that. Also, if you drink anything cool or warm, it sucks. Like a brain freeze pain. And by the way, Colin, you being as young as you are, they'll probably give you the nitrous gas and put you to sleep. You might not feel anything. They usually don't do that with adults, but I think they do it with younger people, give you the laughing gas. So I think you'll be okay. And Amanda agrees. She says, no, they numb your mouth or gas you to sleep. And Colin says, with lidocaine. No, not with lidocaine. With Novocaine. Lidocaine is a topical analgesic. It's not very strong. It's me, says Amanda Turkey. Colin says, I'm going to retract this message so Jake has no idea what I'm thinking. And gator tastes nothing like chicken, says Colin. Well, that's what they say. I didn't say it tasted like chicken. They said it tastes like chicken. I'm just repeating what they said. It's good with butter. Mr. P says, you won't feel anything but a little pressure from the tools they use. Trust me, you won't feel your mouth until the next day. Right on. And Amy says, he can't read it if you retract it. Thank you, Amy. And Dana says, clove is a great for a toothache. Just put one piece on the sore tooth and bite slightly and hold it in your mouth for 5 to 10 minutes. And you can buy cloves in any supermarket in the spices section. Is there different kinds of cloves? Is a clove its own thing? I don't know. I'm only asking because garlic comes in cloves. And if that's what you're talking about, I don't know if that works. But I know if you rub it on the bottom of your foot, you'll taste it, which is weird. Colin says they don't use Novocaine anymore. Who said? And how would you know? Are you 12 or are you not 12? If you're pretending to be 12, that's weird. Because a 12-year-old wouldn't know that. Tastes like rubber chicken, says Amy. Ah. And Amanda says, right, Amy? And Colin says, Jake, did you hear about Diddy? No. Kendra Wood, what's up, darling? She says, Michael busted my lip open and I'm trying to leave. Well, wow. Why didn't you bust his lip open back? Have you heard of cast iron? They make skillets out of them. I recommend a firm, square, right on the lips, full force. Wha-pang! No more lip busting, I promise. And Michael, you should be ashamed of yourself. If I was there, I'd whip your ass like you need it. If I knew what was going on. Amanda says, Bruce Almighty. Nope. Erwin says, I didn't quite hear the movie quote. Could those be the minors? Yes, they're like 13. Minors, not minors. That's the movie quote. Anybody know? It was not Bruce Almighty. Amanda says, LOL, Mama could never keep me quiet. That's why she got me drunk. Just kidding. My parents used Benadryl, Amanda, says Amy. That'll work too. Put you right out. Patty says, just like acid in your stomach. If you remove stomach juices, you cannot have peristalsis of your food if you do not have juices to break down the food. This is true. And Amanda says, LOL, Amy, melatonin. That'll put you to sleep if you're an adult. I don't know if it'll work on a child. Amy Elizabeth says, Kendra, do you need someone to call the cops? Are you okay? Personally, I think my method would be a better solution, but if you're in trouble, you should call the cops or have someone do it for you. Colin says, will I be able to go to school? Probably not, for a day or so anyway. Kendra says, I left. I've got someone coming. Okay. Well, if you need somebody, let us know, and we'll come around in some way, metaphorically or physically. Erwin says, I don't do Zuckerbook or China talk. LOL. Me neither. The Facebook page is for the show, not for me personally. And if you go there, the only thing that will be there pertains to the show. Anything that it doesn't pertain to the show will be deleted. So no endless scrolling of weird topics and memes and pictures. If it's not about the show, it won't be there. And Amy says, prayers, Kendra. And yes, please take care of yourself. And do not let somebody push you around like that. If he hit you, you hit him back. Hit him back harder. Amanda says, oh no, Kendra, I hope you're okay. And Patty says, but Big Pharma tells you to buy an antacid and then you reduce the needed acid. Right. Well, that's because you're trying to control the acid from coming up into your throat, which is a flaw in your diaphragm. The diaphragm doesn't close properly, and the acids come up into your throat, into your esophagus, and that can cause a lot of pain and damage, or it can go and cause heartburn, which isn't actually your heart burning. It's actually your gallbladder, which affects you in this area for some reason. I don't know why. But don't take antacids if you're having trouble digesting. That's not what it's for. If you're having trouble digesting, try staying upright for an hour after you eat. And don't lay down or lay back. Maybe get up and go for a walk after dinner. And also, portions. One portion of everything you eat. One plate, one portion. That's the rule. Not only will you lose weight, but you'll lose acid reflux. You'll lose problems with digesting. And also pay attention to what you eat. Remember, hunger pangs is a chemical that your stomach sends to your brain to tell you it's time to eat. You are not hungry when that happens. You won't be hungry for at least a week. You can survive a week without eating anything at all. You can actually survive several months without eating anything at all, as long as the nutrients that your body needs are being put in it. You can't do it with nothing. And you can't survive without water for more than 3 days, but you can go a long time without eating anything if you make sure you put the right nutrients in your body. Like I recommend juicing, because that'll fill you up with what you need, liquid, but you're not digesting anything, so it bypasses that system. Now, if you're just having trouble with digesting food or acid reflux or something like that, cut out the fried foods, cut out the salt, cut out butter, things like that. Anything fattening, cut it out. And that will ease off that problem. You might have to go on that bland diet. Don't eat anything white and don't eat anything with grease in it for at least a month, and that will go away. And I recommend strongly that you take a small dose of peppermint oil every day if you have that kind of problem, and it'll fix it. Okay? Try it. And you're absolutely correct, Patty. Most people use Tums the wrong way. Amy says, Erwin, you should try ℂ𝕚𝕝𝕝𝕝𝕝𝕊𝕥𝕝. It's 100% free speech. No bot accounts. No algorithms. It's nice. And the best part, it's got Untethered Live right up top. Go check it out. ℂ𝕚𝕝𝕝𝕝𝕝. It's better than Facebook. Mr. P says, a root canal is where they take blood flow from one area to give it to the tooth that is in danger of excision. I think it's where they remove the nerve, but you might be right. I'm not a dentist. Mr. P says, to save the tooth. Okay. And Erwin says, thanks, Amy. Amy says, you're welcome, Erwin. Full disclosure, I have a couple of shares of stock. Mr. P says, my sister is allergic to anesthesia, so I haven't risked being put under for any procedure. Way more dangerous than it sounds. My sister was in a coma for 2 days because of it. Well, here's the thing, Mr. P. You can be tested to see if you're allergic to anesthesia. If you need to go under, they have several options. Anesthesia is only one of them. There are other ways to put you under. And there are different cocktails of anesthesia. So they can test your blood and find out whether or not you're allergic to it before they try it on you. So I would recommend you do that. In case you ever have to be put under, you'll know whether you're going to wake up in a coma or not. Metaphorically speaking. Amanda says, a clove is a black ball. You watch your mouth. How dare you make it racist? Just regular clove. Got it. Is it garlic? Is that what a clove is? That was the question, not the color. Annie Elizabeth says, black ball on a stick. Seems like I've seen one of those before, but it was not a clove. 2 of them, in fact. Ooh, I heard it through the grapevine. Just about to lose my mind. Amanda says, LOL, Amy, is that Lila jalapeno on a stick? Jalapeno on a stick. Amy says, Amanda, smiley, smiley. And Amy says, speaking of Diddy, I should have invested in baby oil, right? Amanda says, I gotta cut my nails. I can't type. Is that like a jalapeno on a stick? You can't think either, apparently. I had to think about that one for a minute. Amanda says, LOL, Amy. And Amy says, Field of Dreams? Nope. Galaxy Quest, you got it. You totally cheated, but you win. 10 points to Amanda. And Dana says, Jake, clove is an herb, or herb if you're British. It looks like a miniature carpenter nail. Dark brown color, beautifully aromatic. I'll check it out. I'll look into it. I thought it was a garlic thing. Amy says, Guardians of the Galaxy? Nope. Galaxy Quest. Amanda got it. Amy says, Star Trek Wrath of Khan? No, but that's a great movie. Anybody has needs a Star Trek fix, I recommend the Wrath of Khan wholeheartedly. All the thumbs up. Amanda says, melatonin does work on kids. Okay. And I said I didn't know. I didn't say it didn't. Amanda says, LOL, and Jake didn't make the Facebook page. Right, that's an Amanda thing. Amy Elizabeth says, aim low. Aim low, shoot high. Is that what you're saying? Amanda says, right, Amy, LOL. And Patty says, diet will actually fix that instead of antacid. Exactly. Although I am cautious about using the word diet, and the reason I'm cautious about it is because anything with the word diet in it does not work. It is not there to fix you. It is there to keep you on a hook and make you buy lots of things you don't need. Diet or anything with the word weight loss or fat-free or sugar-free or anything like that, stay away from those things. They are not what they appear to be. Amy says, drop my phone. I did a complete 360 degrees flip. It did a 360 degrees flip. I hope nobody got hurt. Sorry, y'all. Well, I'm a little dizzy, and I thought that might be a problem. Amanda says, I got dizzy for a second there, but I'm good, Amy. Patty says, diet. Exactly. Although I agree with what you're saying, I don't like the word diet because that usually leads to more problems. Just so you know, the guy that invented the Atkins diet, which is purported to be the best diet out there, died of massive heart failure in his 60s. Amy says, for YouTube, we are not giving medical advice. Right. We're not giving medical advice. We're sharing opinions of old Southern people. Doesn't mean it's right. Don't listen to me. I don't know what I'm talking about. Prank caller. Patty says, that's great. Thank you. Dana says, Mr. P, I believe your sister had a bad amateurist anesthesiologist. That is unfortunate, but it does happen. Amy says, some people smoke cloves. I've heard of clove cigarettes before. I've never smoked one, but I've seen them. I've wondered about that. Can't be good. Amanda says, yes, Amy, clove cigarettes stink so bad. Amy says, Con! Captain James T. Kirk voice. Out of all the souls I've encountered, his was the most human. Patty says, food intake. That's right. You're catching what I'm laying down. Amanda says, LOL, Amy, yes. Amy says, seafood diet. I see food, I eat it. Amen. Cloves taste nasty too. I've never had one. I don't think I've ever had one. I may have, but I don't remember. All right, boys and girls, it's about that time. So before I go, let me entreat you. Let me delight you. Let me beguile you. Let me regale you. Let me seduce you with a little bit of my love.
Moonlit skies and fireworks, people laugh, people flirt all night long. But I just stare. So I drove down to the
People come in their fancy cars to play their games, but I just stare. Then I saw you sitting there, all alone in that empty chair right next to you. The dressing. Nice. I fell in love. Oh, baby. You looked down and you took my hand. You said, boy, I hope you understand that I'm not a girl that needs a man. I got my life and all my plans, and if you were there, you'd just be in my way. And girl, it ain't gotta be like this. I'd give you everything but just one kiss, and I don't care what you say. I fell in love with you anyway. Oh, Elizabeth, you take my breath away. At that bar where we first met, you smiled at me and my palms got wet, and you just looked away. But I just stayed. You said, been in love and it never works. I always end up getting hurt, and I ain't doing that no more. There ain't no way. Oh, no, 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 no. You stood up to say goodbye, grabbed your hand with a tear in my eye, and I just walked away. But you just stayed. But you looked down and you took my hand and said, boy, I hope you understand that I'm not a girl that needs a man. I got my life and all my plans, and if you were there, you'd just be in my way. Girl, it ain't gotta be like this. I'd give you everything but just one kiss, and I don't care what you say. I fell in love with you anyway. Oh, Elizabeth, you take my breath away. Just for you guys. Now, if you would like to have that album with that song on it and all the other songs that are on the album, you can click that link right up in the top of the chat. It's absolutely free. It will cost you nothing. You can listen to it right there on that site, or you can download it and own it yourself. The only thing I ask in return is that you share it with someone else. Let someone else hear the music. That's it. And it's yours. And thank you for those of you that love that song. It means a lot to me. Amanda says some people put clothes on their ham at Thanksgiving and Christmas. That's weird. Is that what they call dressing? Amanda says, cloves. Well, that makes more sense. How do they put cloves in pants? Patty says, thank you, Jake. Thank you, Patty. God bless you. Erwin says, talk to you later. Turkey, 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 turkey. Erwin, God bless you. Thank you for being here. I hope you come back. Consider subscribing and come and check us out 5 times a week. And Amanda says, oh, yes, Elizabeth. That's the name of the song, by the way. Amy says, typos are hilarious. Yes, they are. Dana says, heart. Heart back at you, Dana. Thank you, and God bless you. Amanda says, right, Amy? Amanda says, I'm singing along. Amy says, Amanda, that's the dressing. Ah! Patty says, something with a saxophone and a peace sign and prayers and musical notes and white power. Amanda says, right, Amy, LOL, smiley, smiley. And Dana says, heart, 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 exclamation point. That's an emphatic row of hearts. And Amanda says, I'd give you everything for just one kiss. Mwah. Nice. Amy says, no. I got it. I win. Amanda says, LOL, Amy, way too soon. Amy says, I had to beat you to it. Amanda says, cheater, LOL. Chris Miller says, R.I.P. Paul McCartney. Did Paul McCartney die? Oh, my God. But God bless Paul McCartney. Maybe finally this time he actually died. That's terrible. The Beatles are gone, all but Ringo. Imagine that. And welcome, Chris. Thanks for coming in and letting us know about that. I did not know. Amanda says, hi, Chris, welcome. And Amanda says, this is where it goes. Oh, no, heart. And Amy says, R.I.P. Chris Christopherson. Yeah, he went last week, and that was a sad loss for the music world. I woke up Sunday morning with no way to hold my head that wouldn't hurt. So I stumbled down the stairs to the coffee pot to find my way to work. Amanda says, yes, Amy, definitely. Willie is all that's left. Well, David Allan Coe is left and Hank Jr. is left. So, we do have those. And Dana says, I really love this song, heart exclamation point. That's very pleasurable to me, Dana. Thank you. I worked very hard putting that out there, so I'm glad you love it. That's the reason I do it. And Amanda says, I fell in love with you anyway. And Amanda says, me too, Dana. Dana says, thumbs up. Amy Elizabeth says, I remember when we had Johnny Cash, Bob Hope, and now we have neither Cash or Hope. One for me, one for my homies. Amanda says, LOL, Amy. And Amanda says, you're a mess tonight. She's hilarious. I love your sense of humor. Dakota Wright says, hi. Hi, Dakota. Amanda says, I'm cracking up over here. Hi, Dakota. And Dana says, Amy Elizabeth, smiley, 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 cry smile. Dakota says, hi, Amanda and Dana. Amy says, I'm going home. Thanks, Jake. And Jake and Edie's. Jake and Edie's. Jakeites. See you next time. Thank you. I have Jakeites. 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 I don't know how to feel about that. I like it. Amanda says, good night, Amy. See you tomorrow night. And Dakota says, hi, Amy. Amy says, Johnsonites. I'll take it. Although we should call them the Jakeettes, because it's mostly ladies. Amanda says, be safe. And Dana says, hi, Dakota. All right, I made it to the bottom of the chat, and it is 11 o'clock, and I'm tired, so I'm going to bed. Amanda says, night all. See you tomorrow night at 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on Untethered Live for Politics on a Saturday night. That's right, we finally get a Politics this month. Thank you all so much for being here. I've immensely enjoyed the conversation. I apologize if I was a little lackluster, a little tarnished. I'm tired. It's one of those days. Anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow night for Politics, where we'll discuss all things debate related. I being the master debater will have an opinion on the subject. All right. God bless you all. Thank you so much for everything you do. Thank you for the conversation and the super chats and the loyalty and the love. I feel it, and it means a lot to me. And I hope you feel my love coming back to you, because I love each and every one of you. True. From the bottom of my heart, I do. And until tomorrow night, it'll be me and you. Thanks for watching. Have a great night.